currently standing at my work desk because this is going to be a week in the life working vlog. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about what I do for work, which I am a lead engineer at a tech company, and I work completely remotely, and that is a permanent thing. It's not like a temporary pandemic thing. Currently it's about 8 in the morning. This is when I start work usually. Monday through Friday, full-time, so 8 to like 4:30. Sometimes I'll work a little bit later if I still have more to do, or if I take a really long lunch or something. So the first thing I do when I log on is check Slack. And unfortunately I can't show you any details about my work because it is trade secrets. I can't just show you all the things I'm working on or like the people I'm working with. But the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is I check Slack. I look for any important messages that may have come in over the weekend or overnight if it's not a Monday. And today I actually don't have much. I do have some reviews to do. So one of my responsibilities as a lead engineer is to review code before it gets merged into the code base. So as you work on code, usually in most tech companies, this is the process that you want to follow. You don't want to just merge things in all willy-nilly, but usually you'll have a task that you want to do, you'll split off, you'll branch from the main code, you'll do your work, and then when you're done, you test it out, you submit a request, a pull request or a merge request, and there's someone who will review it. We do a two-person review, so one person will review it and then they will pass it to a lead. And so I'm a lead, I review most of the code that my team produces at some point, so I have 2 of those to do. It's not terribly difficult, intense work, but I do have to be focused, but it's not super intense. So I'm gonna do that. I have a huge block of meetings today. I'm just looking at my calendar back here. I have meetings from 9 to 11, 3 different meetings just stacked back to back, but I have a little bit of time before 9 to hopefully get these reviews done. So let's get going. Also, one great thing about working from home, you can wear your pajama shorts and some knockoff Ugg slipper boots and nobody cares or notices. Alright, 2 meetings down, 1 to go. Pretty good so far. One of the meetings probably was a little bit unnecessary. It was kind of like a sync where people could bring up topics that they wanted to talk about, and nobody really had anything today, so you can't always predict when that's going to happen. And then the other one was Scrum, which is daily updates. So we go through everyone on the team, we talk about what we are doing, what we're working on, if we have any blockers, what we plan to work on. And we also do a fun thing where every single scrum we ask like an icebreaker question where it's something fun, usually just to sort of get to know people. When we give our updates, we answer that icebreaker question. So now I'm heading into the big meeting, which is about a new test process that we're starting. And depending on what comes out of that meeting, I may be doing different things today afterwards. So we will see what this meeting brings. It starts in just a couple of minutes. Okay, the meeting is over, and the process we're going to use is going to probably take most of the day. And I've got a machine, you can just barely see it right there, that I'm going to be using for testing. Today, the whole team is grouping up on the same thing, which is to test all the work that we've put in the past few weeks. Make sure everything works, make sure there's no big bugs, no crashes. So I'm going to run through my things that I've been assigned. It involves running some automated tests, doing some manual testing, making sure everything's up to date in Jira. After that, if I have any time at all left, which I may not today, I'm going to be doing some document writing. So I'm off. It's kind of, I want to say mind-numbing. It's not mind-numbing, it's just really repetitive work. But the sooner I get started, the sooner I'll be done. So I'm going to get going. Kylie, it's okay. Are you upset? Does the beeping make you anxious? Just a few hours of this. It's okay. Aww. It's about noon now, 11:45 or so. I got the automated test done, reported the results, and the next task I have to do is to run something for a while, another automated thing. Before I do that, I'm going to take a break to feed the cats. And we also got some meds for Gray Kitty. So we have 3 cats, Gray Kitty, Black Kitty, and Scribbles. Gray Kitty, unfortunately, was recently diagnosed with cancer. He has some sort of small cell lymphoma. We tried a different treatment. He didn't respond as well to it as he could have, so now he's starting on chemo. And we just got the meds, and so today will be the first day that we have to give him those. Or that, I guess. It's a liquid 4 or so. We will need to do that for him. And then hopefully he will start getting better. But that was a big rambly way to say, I'm gonna take a break, give the cats their lunch, give myself some lunch. I usually try to not work during lunch. I don't think that's healthy. When I do lunch, I will do something else. Maybe I wanted to do a little bit of writing for Medium today, but depending on how I'm feeling when I sit down, I don't always have the focus ready to go. And because I know I'm going to be doing this sort of checklist, easy to do repetitive work today, I'm not as worried about like burning myself out. So I might have that energy to do some work, some content work while I eat. And that's not super healthy either, but I've found that when working full time, you just have to take the time where you can find it to do side work. There's a limited amount of hours in a day, and I have a lot more energy around lunchtime than I do around dinner time. So, that's the plan. My mind just completely went blank, but that's okay. It's Tuesday. I am enjoying a black tea. It's orange spice. I haven't really gotten to work today because it's 7:59, so in 1 minute I have to start working. The testing process I mentioned from yesterday that was going to take the whole day, I think has wrapped up. I need to check Slack first thing, see what the progress is on that. From there, I had some code that I wrote, just sort of randomly some tests started failing on that code, so I need to figure out why that's happening and try to fix it. And the weird thing is, the test is passing when I run it on my machine. When I push it to GitHub, which runs some it runs the tests automatically, does some other checks, and that's what's failing. So I'm not quite sure how to fix it, but that's going to be priority 1. I do have at least one meeting today. I don't have my calendar up yet, but I have at least one meeting today. I believe that's at 9, it might be 9:30, I can't quite remember. But otherwise, chill morning, fed the cats their breakfast, and just looking at the internet as I try to get the energy going for work. I don't expect today to be as meeting heavy or as chaotic as yesterday. So yesterday I had to do a lot of different things. Today I think I'll probably do that test fix and then just sort of write documents. So that won't be super interesting to watch, but that's life. That's how it goes. Sometimes work is not interesting. So I will check in a little bit after I've properly set up my workday. Okay, so I checked my calendar. I've got retro today, and it's my only meeting. And basically what this means, so software development is typically, in a lot of places done in sprints. So you do 2 weeks or 3 weeks or maybe even 1 week if you're really on it. And then at the end you do a retrospective, which involves, as you might guess from the word, looking back on the sprint, talking about what went well, what didn't go well, what changes team members would like to see. And this is usually centered around process. It's not an assessment of personal productivity or personal accomplishment. It's a measure of how can we structure our process and change our the business in a way that's going to support developers. That is up at 9. I checked the time this time. So it's about 8:30. I've just been catching up on some Slack. Nothing crazy's going on. There was some tickets to size. So another part of the process for software development is you write these tickets or tasks basically, and then everyone collaborates on how much work they think that the tickets will be. I am going to get ready for retro. We always started off by doing a GIF party where everyone posts a GIF of how the last sprint went for them, and it's usually pretty fun. So yeah, just gonna prepare for that. Afterward, I should actually be able to get into my work for the day. I really feel like I need to fix something here so it goes sort of in a flat position. Anyway, retrospective is over. It went really well. Had some nice discussions about things we can change in our process. And now I have several code reviews to do that have sort of piled up. And so I'm going to do those first. Depending on how big the pull request is or the PR, it can take anywhere from a couple minutes to review it or 30 minutes. It might be, well, it's only 10:15 right now. It feels later to me. I swear I looked at the clock and it was 11, but it's only 10:15, so I probably have time to do those reviews and then also try to fix my failing test. So, gosh, I wish it would just work, You ever feel that? Just wish your code would work and not be a pain in the ass. Okay, but I need to get those reviews. I might listen to a podcast. I recently got the pro version of Pocket Cast so I could sync my podcast stuff to my computer. And I queued up a couple of productivity podcasts. I listen to a lot of comedy podcasts, but it's not great for working because it's funny and interesting, and I get distracted by it. But the productivity stuff is a lot more. Alright. Sorry, the backgrounds in this video are all kind of the same because I can't show you my work, but it's lunchtime. I have my Huel here. I put too much sugar-free coffee syrup in it, so it's sickeningly sweet, but I made my bed. I have to sleep in it. I have to drink it. So I'm winded from going up the stairs because all the exercise I've been doing has not made me any more physically fit. That's probably not true. It does feel like I've earned more lung capacity than I have, though. I think I'm gonna do some writing on my lunch break because this is gonna sound weird. I've been really excited about learning about SEO. I watched a couple videos. I used a keyword tool which I played with a little bit before for YouTube, but I found a new one for like blogging, and I'm weirdly excited about seeing like basically if I can make the numbers work for me and sort of figure out how to write things that people want to read and will read and find on the internet when there's this great big sea of content out there. So I'm weirdly excited about that. So I'm going to do some writing, see if maybe I can finish something today. I'm not sure if I can. I'm going to try and just, I think I get in my way a lot. I'm just going to let the words come out. Just going to let the words go and see what happens. So I have about an hour and I'm going to get started right now. Okay, good morning. It's Wednesday, and I am frustrated because I ordered a mic for my phone because I record on my phone, and I thought maybe a mic would make the sound better. But I got this guy. So this is actually the second mic I've tried. The first one was Bluetooth, and every time I used it, it had this like high pitch like ee in the background, and I couldn't get it to go away. This one, on the other hand, doesn't have, like, it's, you plug it in, it's USB-C, but it's so sensitive. It picks up every breath, every shuffle, every fan in this room full of computers, so, like, a lot of fans. So, like, the whole time it's like... So, I don't know if I can even use this. This thing was not cheap. I think it was like $40. I probably should just get a real camera, right? Anyway, I have my awesome coffee here for Awesome Coffee Club, and I haven't tried it yet. I've just smelled it. It smells good. It smells like coffee. I'm not like a coffee snob as much as I would like to be. I just can't taste the difference between like good coffee and bad coffee, and I've just realized I don't have any water. I'm gonna need to go downstairs and get some water. But first, let's try. Not bad. It definitely feels, by feels I mean tastes, the feeling I do with my tongue. I don't know, fruitier? Is that a thing? I should do the little like thing that the coffee experts do, or the tea experts. I'm sorry if that was really unpleasant to listen to. I think it's so funny. I do kind of think I liked the other coffee I was drinking a little bit better, but I couldn't tell you why, because I just don't have the like coffee vocabulary to describe it. It was like, does this mean anything? That's how the taste feels to me. Of the one that I liked better, it was like, I guess I'm making a spiky fist. It tasted spikier. Does that help? No. Okay. This is kind of a chill morning. I got up on time today, which was nice. And it's just a little bit before 8 now, so I do need to get to work. Like I mentioned yesterday, I just had a rough time with that test that was failing. I did not get any of my document writing done. So that is really what I need to focus on, like full bore today. And I think I've been a little bit resistant to it because the thing I'm writing a document for, I don't really understand that well. I've just got to dive in. I've just got to learn what I'm doing. Basically learn what this feature needs to be, and then I can get into it. And I really need to make progress on that today. So, in fact, I needed to make progress on it last week and I did not make enough progress on it, which is why I'm like so stressed out about it. Oh, we do have a couple meetings today. It's the beginning of like a new, it would take me too long to explain. There's a sort of big company-wide planning information meeting happening today. And it's like a routine thing, but it only happens once every 6 weeks, something like that. Back-to-back planning meetings, I think it's going to take like 2 hours for both of them, but they don't start till 9, I'm pretty sure. So I should have time to get into some document writing and maybe gather up the information that I need to complete it. And so I'm going to do that. I just realized I was so focused on the coffee, I forgot to actually get food to eat for breakfast. I was sitting here thinking, like, why am I so hungry? Because I haven't eaten yet. Unfortunately, we're overdue for a grocery run, so I don't have a lot of options. I do have a little tiny bit of leftover bacon that I cooked yesterday. Otherwise, I might be having Oreos for breakfast again. Leftover bacon, leftover pork, good protein-rich breakfast. The big meeting block is about to begin. I've got my awesome coffee, doing a little bit of standing on my little anti-fatigue mat down here. And actually it is kind of in a bad position. Let me see if I can move this back. There, that's a lot better. Not a huge deal, but the middle feels more plush than the edges to me. I like to stand during meetings just so I can be a little bit healthier, maybe, if I move around a bit, and then also just, I think it helps me focus. It might be in my head, but that's what it feels like. Alright, yet another view of my office. I was just thinking, maybe all I need is some art on the walls. Maybe that's what I can do to jazz things up a little bit, but basically, I'm done with meetings. We had about an hour and a half of meetings today, and we're all done for the rest of the day, so it's about 11 now. I took a little break, got up, walked around, and now I'm really going to get into this document writing. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to turn on the Forest app, which is you grow a tree while you focus, and it's like, I don't know, encouraging. It's fun. I like it just because I like games that make a game out of productivity. Put on some music. I probably won't do podcasts today because I want to really focus and have to do a lot of thinking about this one. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and work for the whole next hour, 50 minutes, and then it will be time to feed the cats and get some lunch. So here we go. Focus time. I did some good work. I really feel like I've found the information I need to write this document. I just have to go through it, take some notes, and from there I should be able to get a good solid draft of this document done today. And then if I, revise it tomorrow, work on filling in the details, I should be able to finish it this week, which will be good for the plan that we've got going on. So I'm feeling much better than I was this morning about this document, and I can't remember if I explained what it's for exactly, but basically this document is going to describe how we're going to build a certain feature, and so I need to understand the feature, I need to come up with architecture ideas, and then I need to put those in writing. And then as a last step, I need to split out that implementation plan into individual tasks that will eventually get made into tickets and put into Jira. So that is the goal. Looks like it's gonna be a whole Huel week. I'm just having some cookies to put something solid in. And today I actually, instead of doing 1 scoop of Huel and 1 scoop of protein powder, I just did 2 scoops of two scoops of Huel. I don't even remember what I was gonna say after that because my verbal typo was just too funny. Anyway, yeah, just gonna slurp down some lunch. And I think try to get that Medium post posted. And for this one, I'm actually gonna try cross-posting on my blog. This is a vlog on my blog, and just see what that looks like. I didn't realize that Medium had actually like an import tool that you can just do that with. So we're gonna try that out and see what the analytics look like. Metrics. Big data. Alright, as the day goes on, I'm just getting more and more scraggly, but while I was eating lunch, and by eating lunch I mean drinking lunch, I got my Medium post done. It's about the 3D modeling process. I wanted it to cover something that I thought people would be interested in that could then lead them to my Skillshare course if it's something that they want to learn more about. So I actually, for the first time ever, I published it on my personal blog, which I really have not been maintaining very well. I published it there and then I imported it to Medium. So they have some linking that they do and some metadata that apparently prevents Google from getting mad about how it's reposted content. So that, you know, the SEO, the analytics, all that stuff is still going to support people finding it when searching. So I'm giving that a try. I will see how it goes, and it's perfectly reasonable, I think, to keep doing that and reposting or cross-posting, whatever you want to call it. But now I need to get back to work. How the heck is it Thursday already? Don't know. Speak? No. Speak? 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 Alright, good enough. Hello? Good morning? Happy Thursday? We're almost done with this work week, and I'm feeling very tired. That's okay though. I am gonna try. One thing I noticed I was looking at the Awesome Coffee website yesterday to see, someone had asked if it was natural process and I didn't know what that meant, so I was gonna see if the website said anything. And then while I was there, I realized there's actually like a brewing instruction sort of list, where they give you a temperature to use and the grind you should use, and then like how long you should steep it, and the ratio of coffee to water. And I think when I did it yesterday, it was a little bit different than that. So today I want to try that and see if it tastes different. As far as work goes, it's only 7:30 right now, so I'm gonna get my coffee, get some breakfast together, and do something on the internet to just like wake up. And then let's see, I only have Scrum today, so we only have our daily update meeting, and then I don't have any other meetings. And Scrum is until 9:30, so I'm going to see what progress I can make on that document I'm working on. If I could finish that up today, that would be perfect. I don't know if I'll be able to get it done today, but that's going to be my goal, and we're going to see how close I can get to that goal. Okay, I have made the awesome coffee according to the directions. Here's a taste test. I actually do think it tastes a little better. Is this my imagination? Does it taste better because I was expecting it to taste better? Okay. Well, for reference, I used the 1 to 16 coffee to water ratio. I heated the water to 200 instead of 208 Fahrenheit. And I just did my normal, so I have it looks like a Chemex, but it's not a Chemex. It's just like a pour over thing where I let the coffee bloom. I put a little bit of the hot water in first, let it sit for like 30-45 seconds, and then I pour most of the rest of the water in like a circular pattern. And then when it drains a little bit, I put all the rest of it and I weigh it out, so I get everything very precise, and it worked. This is pretty good coffee. I'm pretty impressed, actually. I wasn't expecting it to taste any different when I followed the directions, because it's so close, it's just a couple degrees here and there. Like I said, though, it could be my imagination because I was expecting it to taste better, but YOLO, whatever. I have good tasting coffee, and I've just got a small stack of lemon Oreos for breakfast because we need to get groceries. So that's another thing I need to do today is order groceries. And I've done this on vlogs before. Every time I order groceries to be delivered, there's like a whole hour of texting back and forth with the shopper because the store is always sold out of everything and they need to know what to replace it with. So getting groceries is like a big ordeal. It's just, if I get it delivered, it's an ordeal I don't have to leave the house to deal with, which is like slightly better. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put that order in sometime today, and yeah, I'll probably do it after Scrum because that's I need to make sure I'm available for that meeting at least, and then it should be good. So, all right, the plan for now, it's a little before 8 still. I'm going to do the hurdle and the wordle and framed, which doesn't. Framed is one, it's like Wordle except you guess a movie from a series of screenshots. It doesn't have a catchy like Wordle themed name, but it's really fun, and even though I don't watch any movies, I'm kind of good at it, which makes me feel good. I'm very bad at the hurdle because I don't listen to any radio music. I only listen to like music that I found on like Spotify and stuff. But that's beside the point. I'm gonna play some little internet games, drink my coffee, eat my cookies, and then I'm gonna get into work. Okay, we're done with Scrum. Well, I'm gonna try and get this grocery order in as soon as I can, as quick as I can. And then after that, as I'm waiting for the order to go from ordered into in progress, I can get some work done. Hopefully get those groceries done today. I'm also thinking I might want to do a strength workout today. I know I did my 2 for the week. I had a goal to do 2 strength workouts a week, but I've been just sort of inspired to get in better shape this week. I'm not really sure what's caused it, but I was thinking maybe I could get another workout in because tomorrow we have some errands to run, so I don't have as much time tomorrow to do exercise. So I think I might try to do that. It's always hard to estimate because, it does take time out of my work day to stop and do a workout. Even though my work is okay with that, I have work to do still, so like if I don't get it done then, I'll have to do it later. I'm just not sure. I guess I'll see how the morning goes and sort of feel things out, see if I feel like I'm in a good place with my document I'm writing. Yeah, it's a fine Thursday. I don't know how it's Thursday. It feels like this week has flown by, but that's alright. It's almost the weekend. The sun is finally coming out. It's not gloomy anymore. Well, it's still kind of gloomy, but it's at least bright gloomy. I finally got the groceries in. I had trouble thinking of what I wanted to cook this week, so I decided to just keep it easy. Chicken with like a carb and some vegetables. Pretty much my 2 recipes are going to consist of something like that. But the order's in. It should be here within a couple of hours. They'll start texting me when they get started, and then I'll have to answer all their questions. But for now, it's 11, and I am starving. The Oreos did not sustain my energy levels. I feel very hungry, so I'm going to have a couple of chips, I think, just to feed my brain the simple carbs it craves. And then I'm going to get into my work for a little bit. Then it'll be lunchtime, unfortunately. I was going to say I might work through lunch. That's a bad habit. You shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. But I do feel like I haven't been super productive this morning. So I'm going to have that snack, see if it does anything for my mental focus abilities, and just see where I'm at in about an hour. So there you go. I'm here with my lunch. Crowley's eating his lunch as well. You probably hear him. And I'm actually putting the groceries away. Took a long time. I'm pretty tired, and I want to do a little bit of YouTube editing on my lunch, but I think I might start with just some like chill time because I'm just tired and I'm so hungry. The Oreos for breakfast was a bad idea. It was not enough. It didn't stay with me, and so I'm just like starving. So I'm gonna eat this, chill for a bit, and then maybe do a little bit of YouTube editing for lunch after that. I did manage to get some video editing done, just a little bit. Got my project set up. Sometimes the hardest thing, or like the most resistant thing, is just getting all the video files imported and like laid out in a way that's sort of organized. And so I got that part done. Now I just need to go through, make my cuts, edit the editing part. The bulk of the editing part needs to be done still, but I got that first step out of the way, and now it's about a little bit before 2. I'm going to set a timer, put some music on, and just really focus on getting this document written. My document is done, I think. I just have to do a quick once-over, proofread, post it for review, and it's good. So I'm going to go do a workout. It's about 3. So if I'm quick, I can be done and showered before we need to do the cat's medicine. So feeling really good. It's been a productive day. I'm going to stand for this meeting, I think. Get the energy flowing, you know? Meeting done, feeling good. Some document work to do now. This part of the process, since I have a draft written, is mostly just copying it into Confluence, proofreading, making sure I add images where I need them and stuff like that. And then I will submit it for review. One of my friends sent me a link to this stream who is doing a 10-hour stream of Sandstorm covers. So like Darude Sandstorm. One of the best songs ever made, just so you know. And it is exactly what I've always wanted. It's like this stream was invented for me. And thank you, Veritsky, for telling me about it. I'm so hyped. Alright, my document is up for review. I'm starving. The dog needs to go to the yard now. I need to feed the cats. And then I need to get ready to go to the shipping store so I can send all these packages. And then back to document writing after that. But I'll take a break for lunch first. Well, take care of the animals, and then I'll take a break for lunch, and then we'll go to the store. Can you hear me? I feel like I'm whispering. I don't know why I am speaking so quietly. I hope you heard my plan, because I'm not going to repeat myself. What are you doing down there, Scribbles? It's Saturday, so the work week is completely over, and I feel pretty good about it. I feel like this was a productive week. It also shows kind of a realistic view of, what I do. This was pretty typical for me, nothing crazy. About 8 in the morning, I'm a little croaky, but I feel really good about this vlog. I feel like it was real. Last night, after my last sort of check-in, I was able to get some content work done, so I did a little bit of YouTube editing and a bit of writing for Medium. And during the weekend, I want to really get back into game development. I took a little break last week because I had been feeling kind of overwhelmed by everything I was working on, so I took a little break and I feel like I'm ready to get back into it. So I hope you enjoyed this video of what I do as a software engineer or as a lead engineer in a week, and I'll be back soon with another video, and I hope to see you there. Thank you. I hope you have a good day. Bye.